Hello, and this video is going to show you on how to download your gradebook and format it. So it's not just enough to download it, you got to format it. So to download it as an Excel spreadsheet, you're going to go to Grades, and notice that I changed this to ZZ so you don't see actually any of the students' grades. And then, but if you have it all, you'll be able to see every student's grade. So I'm going to go to Grade Report. I'm going to scroll down here. Oh, let's see, because if you don't scroll down, you're like, where is it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, just scroll down to Excel spreadsheet. And then you can choose what elements you want to include. If you have some things that are on your gradebook that aren't part of the grade, you can always just, let's say, for example, Odigia, if that's showing up as a gradable item, just get rid of it. Yeah, just unclick that. What, test? Yeah, that's the test of the test. Anyway. Okay, so, and then you can download it, and it will download it as an Excel spreadsheet. Ta-da! Now, I'm not going to actually look, so to open it up, I just click here, but I'm not going to do that for this video because this would show the student's information, and I can't do that because of FERPA. But I did download one that I got rid of all their information. Now, this is what I would do if I were you to make things easier. So this just breaks down all the raw data in this here. Oh, goodness gracious. Now, their final grade total is way over here. And you're like, oh, but who did that? Well, one thing I do to make things easier is I take these two columns, so I just left click, hold down these two columns right here, and then I right click and hit copy, and it selects those whole columns. And again, their names would actually be there. Again, I've deleted those so we don't give away information that shouldn't be there. And then I go right here next to the course total, and then I'm going to paste. And then see, their names will be right there next to the course total. Now, one other thing that we have been asked to do is to insert another row, okay, right here. And this is going to be grade. So we have been asked to, oh, I add two there. That's weird. Just delete that. So whatever grade they actually earned, you would put there. So that's like an F, a C. Well, that would be a D rather. F, C. You get the A. We just been added to add a column there. Okay. So right next to each other, you have the course total. You've got the grade, and you got their names. Yay! Now that is good and well, but it's not as helpful as it needs to be. So what we need to do to make things easier is you'll notice that right here at the top here, you can't really see what these are saying. Quiz, something. Yeah, we don't know. So to make this easier, we're going to flip this on its head. So we're going to click this here. I'm going to click on the one. Whoop, and then I'm going to go over to alignment. And I'm going to do text up, bump. And I'm going to hit wrap text. So I've done this, changed this to 90 degrees. I'm going to hit wrapped text, okay? Then it'll make it so you can actually read what these different sections are. Wow. Now, the way that Moodle does this is that you've basically got all your different things that are graded here, okay? But it's kind of like, what do I do with all this information? Well, we need a little more done here. So for this first thing here, it's attendance, okay? Well, attendance is really the category. There's one item here which fits into that category. Well, how do you know that? Well, when you go back to Moodle, and we go back to grades, and we go to gradebook setup. So attendance is worth 10% of the overall grade, and there's one item in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy attendance 10%. And if you set up your gradebook like I showed you to at the beginning of the semester, this will make it a lot easier. Then I'm going to go back to my gradebook, and this is where that category is, category total, and then I'm just going to paste that. Attendance. Why you got to be difficult? Maybe I should let's try. It says, there we go. Okay. And to make that even easier, to help me separate out what the category totals are, I can highlight this whole column and give it a color. Let's say I want to color it green. Yay, green. So I know that this is a category. So whatever this category is, this number, that's worth 10% of their grade. Ooh. All right, so let's see what the next category is. We scroll down here. Oh my goodness, another category total. That's what I'm looking for. What is this? Oh, this is all the quizzes and assignments. So when I go back to gradebook setup, quizzes and assignments worth 20% of the grade. Copy that. And where was that category total? Right there. And then click on that one, match destination. Quiz and assignment 20%, make that one green. Yay! So I know that anything in this column is worth 20% of their grade. So all the stuff that's in here, when it's added together, is averaged out, and then you know that this whole thing is worth 20% of your grade. This just makes it a lot easier if we're ever having, if your class has ever been audited, or if it's a grade been appealed, and we're trying to figure out what did they earn, okay, and so on. So then I would go and do that for the rest of the category. So the next category would be writing project 1, which would be 10%. Copy that over here. Category total. Project 1. Get what I'm doing? And then I would do that for the rest of the assignments. Now, one exception is that for one of your end of course form, you need to have you need to note what they earned on their assessment tool. Well, it just so happens that though this is writing project 3 right here, writing project 3, the category for writing project 3. So that one again, I would, I skipped over writing project 2. You do that one as well. So writing project 3 is worth 20%. Go back here. That's right there. Make it all still green. Okay, so that's writing project 3. That's what they earned in the whole project. But what we need to know for the assessment tool report is what did they actually earn on the assessment? Well, that's the raw scores right there. So actually, I'm going to color that one gold. That lets me know, hey, this is an SLO measurement. This is something that we used. So if you ever, this will help you too, because you can just go in and say, oh, that is the data I need for SLO1 or SLO2 or whatever. Okay, oh, look at that. And then last but not least is that you'd have the course total. As opposed to a category total, you want the course total, and that is, and you can maybe color that blue or something just to let you know that's the final grade they earned. So then after, you can figure that out. Then you say, okay, yeah, they earned an F, they earned an F, they earned a D. This student actually earned a Z because they stopped coming to class. And again, that's been explained. And they earned a Z, they earned a C, so on and so on. And then again, their first and last name will be there. So we've been asked to do this as well. Now notice, let's see if there's anyone in this class. So let's say for giggles, this was instead of an 87, let's say that instead of an 87, can I change that? Let's say they had that as an 80, let's say they had earned like an 89.98. Okay, so really close to the A, but this is a student who came to class, worked hard, tried really hard. Well, we have been told that you have the power as the instructor to say, you know what, close enough, okay? That even though they earned, technically a B, we're not robots here. We are human, and we can understand there's a little bit of, flexibility. But sometimes most of the times it's cut and dry. Like the 79.45, yeah, I would probably say, you know what, they actually earned a B in the class because that's pretty darn close. That's really up to your conscience. But that's not how you do that. So anyway, so that's how you do this, and then you send off your grades to whoever you're supposed to send off the grades to. So yeah. So again, it's not just enough to download and copy and paste. You have to, we have to make this at least somewhat functional to figure out, oh, this is how we're doing it. All right, so that's how you do that. Now go do it.